If you could put a top 3 reasons why a woman is looking to divorce her man or break up with her man, in your opinion, what would it be? Meaning it could be money, it could be looks, it could be not communicating, it could be infidelity. Based on your experience, what are the top 3 reasons you're seeing women just trying to break up with their man or divorce their man?
I think I'll tell you what I personally think is happening in the marriages, and then I'll tell you the top 3 things I would say. Probably working too much.
That the man is working too much?
Yeah, I think a lot of women get, bitter about that if they're having to take on too much, of a role elsewhere. Because a lot of women work now too, right? So it's different. It's not like you can't really complain when you're at home taking care of the kids and being a housewife, like that's your role. But when you're also working and doing that, and it's not a meet in the middle in between there, then obviously.
So it's the man working too much and her working too much?
I would say I've heard complaints, or maybe they're always on business or they travel, or obviously I think there's a distrust. There could be, something there where maybe they have a very active lifestyle outside of the marriage in which maybe they don't trust their friends or who they're around. Those are some common reasons. I guess
that's number 2, distrust?
Yeah, distrust. Okay. And then I think generally that I personally think not enough marriages do not really prioritize sex. Like, I don't think people understand how incredibly important that is. And a lot of women is like, get bitter and want to withhold. And I'm not, And I think that is incredibly toxic, not only for the marriage, not just for him, but for the woman herself. Because I think that's why a lot of marriages, I am almost shocked at these women say they won't have sex for months with their husband. And I'm like, holy cow. Well, it's no wonder your marries are in
You see
shambles.
Coach saying that's unacceptable.
I really do believe that.
It's
and
very
I think
common.
that plays,
it's more common than you know.
Oh, and my husband hears it, would hear it at work. Other guys, like, he was always kind of the guy in the corner, like, they don't have, like, I can always say there's never been a day in my marriage that I did not have sex with my husband. Like
a day?
Literally, unless I was gone away from him, which
Steve,
really
Steve,
Yeah.
shout out to you, brother.
but it's important, and I think that that is vastly undervalued.
And you're aware of that as a wife to say, all right, it is my responsibility to make sure my man is fulfilled.
Yes, and I think women also give up. They don't try as hard. They think they don't have to continue to be sexy. A lot of women. And I've been there. I've gone through phases, where I didn't feel sexy. I'd had 2 kids back to back, basically, at one point. And, I didn't feel great. I was overweight. And I still made time for that, though. But a lot of women immerse themselves in that lifestyle and then of just taking care of the kids and just chop, chop, chop. And they totally forget to really, like, marinate and take care of their marriage.
So working too much, so basically not paying attention, developing a distrust, and then thirdly, sex. So this is coming from a woman who's been married 22 years.
Yeah.
So Nat,
Yes.
you've never been married.
Yes.
You have a lot of suitors.
Yes.
You're a little hottie toddy out there. You're out there.
A little smart.
Okay. Why do you think, like, speaking from a young woman's perspective, I'm not even talking about marriage, but you've had boyfriends, a lot of your girlfriends, your sisters, they've had boyfriends. What are the top 3 reasons they break up with their men?
Well, in the dating, I don't find like money to be too much in dating. Now, when you're married, I know money is definitely one. Attention is another one. And I mean in like all areas, so in the bedroom, like going on dates, like attention in all aspects.
So number 1, attention.
Yeah. Yes.
Pay attention to me.
Attention.
Yeah.
I want some quality time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something about that meat right there,
There's
Coach.
meat.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Which is what I was referring to when I was talking about like working too much. Like they're not getting the attention.
Attention.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to come back. I got to come back to a point.
Well,
Go
we're
ahead.
coming back to you guys right
Yeah,
after this, 100%. So number 1, attention.
Attention. Obviously, if you're married.
No, not married.
Not
You're
married,
not
just dating?
Yeah, I'm having people speak from experience, here.
Okay.
Dating.
So for dating, attention. What else is lack of clarity of the relationship? So like you're just dating a date and like you're like just Netflixing and chilling and you're like, this is going nowhere. So lack of clarity.
So to be clear, that usually happens right around the 3-month mark. You'll get the, so where's this going? And the guy will always.
Even like after like the first month. After the first month, you should kind of get a feel of like, where is this going? Like, are we consistently going to the same places? Like, are they adventurous? Do I like this? So don't waste your time. Just a month in, you should know. And then the last one, I would say, maybe just the interest goes away. Maybe just like a lot of other options. And that can be a really big distraction.
It's a jungle out there,
Yeah.
baby. So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another. Or if you want to watch the entire Saucecast, click right here.